Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. Matt is the hottest, smartest, and roundest whiskey taster on the planet. Buckle up, buttercups. Swirl a glass and put one down the hatch for the world's top whiskey taster.
Are we supposed to participate?
No.
Hallelujah!
Merry Christmas! Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. By a couple, I mean 5. Pardon my tardiness. Pardon it. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. What are you doing here? 135 people just here instead of somewhere else. That means a lot to me. Wow, so cool. Thank you all for being here. If you all came from Trev's, or if I'm not sure if he was done streaming or not, but welcome. Welcome, everybody. We had Phil in the house earlier and Bob Belkovac. Welcome. Merry Christmas. If you celebrate, I'm just assuming that everybody does. That's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. So sorry in advance. The Sues. Is that Hullulur from something already? Or did you? Oh, I just played it. That's where it came from. Little Seth Rogen job. Matt Horn, how's it going? My mom is here. Hi, Mom. I love you so much. Scott Pigsley, Unipoke. Woo! Shakira, how's it going? Dave Markowski's up in the Hizowski. He just finished some family time. Bourbon Kingdom. Shayla. Shay, how are you? Julie L. Madame. Bergen Julie. Hi, Julie. Thank you for being here. You guys don't have to be here. You don't have to be here if you don't want. I get it. I totally get it. Average Drinker, what's going on, Dara? What's happening? Michael McGuire. Blake friggin' Benson is here. Hey, Blake. Travis Robeson. Jason CZ fan. The Embellish Podcast is in the house. Sour Whiskey. Austin B. Mike Franklin. Livewire Whiskey. Automobile Jackson is here. Trevor Kunkel. Bourbon. Brad Willard. What the heck is happening? Dylan Robbins. Dylan Robbins. Delan Robbins. Delon Robbins. One of those is probably pretty close. How are you? Thank you for being here. Old Toad is here. Bubble Bath Bourbon, Josh Pence, Kevin Klingham, and Thomas Payne. What the heck? Tom W. Geez Louise, what the heck is going on, everybody? Merry Christmas. I'm scrolling to the bottom. If I miss something important, I can't help it. DC is here, currently rallying. DC had a heavy afternoon of what some people will consider to be drinking whiskey, apparently. So happy that you're here, DC. Freaking gangster. Santa Claus is here, taking a 5-minute break, I see. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Currently in Cuba, dropping off gifts and possibly grabbing a few cigars. Love you all. Don't forget my cookies. Cookies are set and ready to rock. Old Man Bourbon is here. Vincent? How is Noah says, you and I are wearing the same color sweater. Merry Christmas. A little bit of a green sweater, no big deal. 'Tis the season, am I wrong? Am I right? Kleiners. Michael Klein. Michael Klein, if you're at home and you want to maybe join me for a pour or two, that'd be pretty awesome. If you're not home, or if you're in your already sexual Michael Klein Christmas Eve lingerie, I get it. But let me know. I'd like to chat with you for a few if you had the opportunity. Chad Sharver, Nick Lovin. Man, oh man, everybody's in the house. Thank you guys so much for being here. 197 people, 200 peeps up in here. The first thing we need to do to start this off tonight is I need to finish, tomorrow is the last Advent Calendar video, but tonight is Christmas Eve, and I need to do the Christmas Eve Advent Calendar pour. Numero 24. 24. Yeah, everybody misses Michael Klein. I wish I could just give him a big hug. I just love me some Klein. I miss that guy. I used to just be able to drive to his house in 3 hours. Now it would take a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Philip says, I wrapped a present. And then the thing jumped on me. And I have no idea what he said after that. 200 people. Thanks a lot, everybody. I didn't see if Klein accepted or denied. Eric Lemon, how's it happening? How's it happening? That doesn't even make sense. It'll make sense here eventually. I'll get all the kinks worked out. We're gonna get nice and ready to rock. First things first. Day number 24 of this Advent calendar. Because if that's what you're here for, and you want to follow along, if you're in the Minnesota Whiskey Elite and you want to know what you're drinking, then we should probably kick it off with this. My bad, I forgot to warm this bad boy up before I started, so let's warm it up. Warm it up, Chris. I'm about to. That's what I was born to do. Chris Sprague is in the house. What's going on, Chris? Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. Anthony Tinnen from Tacoma, Washington. How are you, Anthony? This is going to be a fun night. Well, we don't have a ton planned, like actually planned. I didn't know if there's going to be anybody in here. And there's actually probably about 200 more people in here than I expected. So I'm going to do this Advent calendar pour, going to give it a score, going to guess what it is, and then we'll do the reveal. And then I've got some unopened bottles that need to be tasted. So we'll discuss that when we get to it. But first of all, Destination Bourbon says, send me a link, bro. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, hells yeah. Let me do this one for you, America. Pour it in my lucky glass. Boop, boop, boop. Then I send Klein a linky poo. Gonna send Klein a linky poo. Where do I find it? Find it. Use my phone. Sorry, I gotta say hi to Kleiners. If I can, oh, my phone's right there. Super smart place to put it. Right in front of my face. And invite a guest. Copy a clipboard. I'm so fast at this. So fast. Gmail. In the Gmail, composing, sending to Destination Bourbon. And wow, this may be the fastest email I ever sent. Maybe not. Paste. No, I said paste. Paste. There. Boom. Sent it. Pow. That was quick, Klein. I sent that so fast. All right, everybody. Livewire Whiskey. The great news is now you're only 3 hours from me, Matt. Oh, yeah, you're in like the Denverish area. Every time I see something on the internet about Colorado, it's always not where I live. It's always where everybody else lives, which makes sense. Who's been drinking? Trevor's been drinking for 5 hours. He's tuned up. Tom W., no furnaces kicking on here. Mine will probably kick on soon. Okay, I'm swirling this thing. Last time I used this glass, and by the way, hair dye. My fingernails still. I'm in public paying with my card and cash, and then everybody thinks that I have my fingernails painted, but it's hair dye still. Can't get the hair dye out of my fingernails. Coffee chat. Merry Christmas Eve from Michigan. Merry Christmas to you too. Hopefully you're staying warm up there and staying out of trouble, Missy. Highly doubt it. I doubt it. Jason Urban's in the house. Golf Clash Stewie. Steve Szymanski. Nails looking fresh. They do look good. This hand is way better than this one. This one, it's hard to see really, but they're pretty pink. Last time I used this glass, I nailed the pour exactly. So let's see if the same luck exists. Try using Gojo. I did. I tried using like a pumice. I tried using all sorts of shit. It just did not work. Son of my bitch. This is going to be hard. It's a bourbon. Unless it's not. I'm guessing bourbon. A first nosing bourbon, maybe. It is cold still. Needs to warm up. Once it warms up a few degrees, everything changes. Everything changes for the better for me. For the better. I can start smelling things like an animal would smell things. Some say I am an animal, like a badger or a wolverine. Brian Moore, Matt, I got some Pritchard's Double Oak. Ever had any? Never had any Pritchard's. but it's fun to say. Pritchards. Fat Mall's in the house. Evening chat and Matt. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Fat Mall. This nose is not giving me much. Think. Warm. Cole George, Merry Christmas. Old Man Bourbon going to give us a basketball player reference tonight? I don't know. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. Jim Layton had some Van Winkle 12 today. Delish. The snow in Colorado so far is non-existent. We got, I don't know, maybe like 2 inches today. 2 inches of wet stuff today, I think. But it's just been, not here, which I'm not too mad about. I'm sick of snow. Kirk Heinrich, that's good. That's a good name to say. I get frustrated easily. Glasses make a difference. Glasses do make a difference. I'll say it a million times. Glasses make a world of difference. Matthew Cillian, ho, 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 to all my dads that underestimated their assembly projects tonight. Got some of those headed my way. Okay, now we can see the color. That's better. Color is light to medium light. It looks like somebody had a nice beer and then left it out for 6 weeks. Got a little bit flat. Looks like a nice flat beer ski. Yeah, lots of snow in Vail. Yeah, when we came through the mountains, when we came back from Kentucky, there was snow everywhere, but not up here, or not down here, I should say. The bomber jacket is put up until next winter when maybe I can fit in it. All right. I'm getting frustrated because it's not giving me nothing other than basic bourbon notes like brown sugar and a little bit of caramel action and some ethanol. Maybe a little red fruity, maybe a little bit of red fruits, possibly. 272 in chat. Incredible for Christmas Eve. Incredible. And speaking of incredible, I love this man with all my heart. Even though my heart keeps growing, my love for this man keeps growing as well. Mr. Klein, how the heck are you?
I'm fantastic, buddy. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh, your face and your voice. I haven't talked to you in so long. I miss you so bad.
I miss you too, dude. It's been a hot minute, that's for damn sure.
You've got a nice Christmas tree. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Christmas tree. Yeah, we got the fire going. There.
Oh,
tree.
That's so pretty.
Yeah, Carrie does good work,
You got a fat tree. It's got a badonkadonk on it.
Well, that's the only kind of tree to have. But look, we even got a scary peeper in the window back there.
A Christmas one?
Yeah, scary peeper elf.
I had no idea that those existed.
Oh, yeah, you got to check those out. Morgan does some cool stuff.
I actually haven't seen him in chat in a very long time.
Yeah, I reached out to him a little bit ago, too, and just kind of like, hey, man, is everything cool? You doing okay? And he's like, yeah, man, things are great. I'm just super busy, which me of all people can totally understand. So I didn't want to do too much shit.
So you've been working basically nonstop. You just have been working, and then I think you said you sprinkled in some work between work.
Yeah, I worked, and then I decided to sprinkle in a little more work and do a little more work after that. And I've been home for, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 days in the last 4 months. Gary just put up 5 days.
No, 5 months.
Or so 5 months.
So you just left Carrie's just been at home just snuggling a puppy dog at night or what?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing we got the puppy because that's like been the best thing for her. Just sitting home with the doggo.
So Klein, I'm doing this advent calendar. It's Christmas Eve pour. I don't know what it is. It's blind. And then it wasn't giving me nothing. And then I got it nice and got it up to temperature a little bit, warming it up. You know who used to give me shit about warming it up? Bourbon Sane. Chris used to be like, Because I was like, I want to warm it up closer to body temperature. And he just laughed at me. He's like, you don't want to drink that.
I miss him too, man.
Dude, once it warms up. What's that?
You talk to Chris at all?
No, he don't like me no more.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's talked to anybody. I mean, he's like doing pharmaceutical and farming both, I guess.
Mm-hmm. He's a busy guy. No, every once in a while, I'll put up like a wanted poster for him to see if he'll chime in.
Yeah.
But, all right. Cherry, vanilla. Like, it's pretty standard bourbon, except there's a little floral note in here. It actually reminds me a little bit of a New Riff. And that is probably because I just tasted my New Riff earlier. Possibly.
You get cherries on New Riff sometimes? I get so much cinnamon on New Riff, it's hard to get anything else.
Well, I mean, yeah, so I started getting like the bourbon notes started to come like abound, but then it kind of took a turn towards like a little bit floral, a little cinnamon, little spice cabinet. But there's been a ton of MGP in this calendar. They sent me a bunch of store picks, which have been difficult because some of them are crazy. Did you know that some single barrels are sourced from Willet?
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Did not know that.
Yeah. Dude,
now I have to look at every friggin' single barrel I see.
Blake Benson just got a Willet Boo Rye. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. I saw some guy try to sell me one in Kentucky for like $500. I'm like, I don't think that's what those cost.
He got it for I think $90 or something like that. But dude, I'm like, that's crazy.
Oh, that's a Willet Rye.
You just were talking about
how did I not pick that up on the nose? I don't know. If it's not a Willet Rye, it's maybe a Willet Purple Top bourbon. You know what though? I just said Willet, and I just said Willet out loud. You did. You son of a bitch. You put that in my head.
Does it have that little bit of dilly pickly stuff?
Yeah, it's got all the. It just hit me like the Willet delicious like fireball dilly. Yeah,
it can't be a Purple Top then. I don't get hardly. I mean,
I do.
On Purple Tops, you get the dilly note too.
Yeah, see, every single time I taste a Purple Top blind, it's only happened probably like 5 times, but every single time I think it's a Willet Rye or a Rye whiskey. Jeffrey Gillum, ho, 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 Merry Christmas to the Wild Turkey. Here's a $5 for the Firewood Fund for that roaring warm fire behind you. Thank you so much. And, it does keep me pretty warm in here. This 32-inch Magnavox fire.
I'll tell you what, I'm sitting a little too close to this fire because it actually is.
You're hot enough as it is, kid.
Yes. So I did find out that where you're at in Colorado is farther away from Denver than I would have liked it to be because I was in Denver a couple weeks ago and I was going to come out and surprise you, and I thought 8-hour round trip's probably not what I want to do to ride on.
Yeah, she's about 3 hours from Denver. Andrew Kidd says, my wife doesn't believe this is live. Her name is Christy.
Well,
my girlfriend also doesn't believe this is live. Her name is Kristen. Hey, girls. Thank you for joining. And it was really nice of Andrew to mention both of you. Just kidding. That's how you start a Christmas Eve fight.
Well,
sorry,
Kristen, you're right. This isn't live.
Oh, man. I almost want to just go off an instinct and just rip open the envelope and say, will it? But I'm one more step, and we'll give her one more thinking.
You can't be scared, man. You know better than anybody. Your palate's the best in the game. The best.
Sweet mother of monarch, that's good. Oh man, Manu Ginobili, that's nice. Wow, I like that. That is cinnamon friggin' funk. It's got that. There's so many like craft distilleries doing great rye though right now, like Wilderness Trail and Driftless Glen, and all these places that are doing crazy good ryes. that I don't know if I can pick out a Willet anymore because some of these might be similar. Hard to say.
I personally have not had any ryes that are that similar to Willet. Their taste profile is so distinct.
Well, then, thank you for putting me. Oh, damn it, Klein. You just did it. You're like, you know what? If you really think it's a Willet, you probably should be right because it's so distinct. So you were at how long were you in Denver for?
A week. Yeah, we went to let's see, when we were out there, we went to Pueblo and Colorado Springs and Denver and Boulder, Westminster, Estes, all that.
Yeah, we're a little drive down I-70 from there.
Yeah. I was looking at him. Yeah, he's not exactly around the corner.
This is a rye whiskey. It is delicious. It is like remind me to tell you about Midwinter Night's Dram and another YouTube channel in 1 second. But I was just going to say, this is a winter pour. It's spicy. It's delicious. It's great. It's an 8.2 and it's got to be a Willet. It's weird. I thought it was a bourbon on the nose until I tasted it, but we'll see. Oh, Curiosity Public. I love those guys, right? But they're like, Midwinter Night Dram isn't really a winter drink. It doesn't taste like a winter whiskey. I'm like, you live in California. You literally can't say that.
Do you even know what winter is?
Oh my goodness. Eric, wait, whiskey studies. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. My lawyer says, I should probably read Eric's stuff before I say it out loud. My lawyer says it's open and shut case. We're suing Santa Claus for $100 million.
Wow, congratulations.
He'll probably settle. He'll probably settle out of court. Whiskey Eyes, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Thanks for having a great channel and being you. I don't know. I don't know how you people even stand me, but it's weird. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And then Jake Cador. Merry Christmas or Yule or no idea what that word is. Saturnalia.
Yep.
Just cracked my Nightmare Before Riffmas that arrived this morning just in time. Awesome. Mine was supposed to get here Monday, and then they updated my delivery date this morning to today. And guess what? Did not show up. Son of a bitch.
No sleep scream whiskey for you.
What's that?
I said no sleep scream and whiskey for you.
Whew, probably don't need it. But 328 people in chat on Christmas Eve. Incredible. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys want to do something else, I totally get it. But day 24 pour, I was going to say probably around 115 proof. My guess here. Also, since we're doing proof. And 4 years success. Well, son of a my bitch. It is not. It is Rossville Union cask strength rye whiskey. Rossville Union.
There's
so it's MGP.
Crafts. So many crafts that taste like Willet out there. I told you there's a ton of them.
Well, this one's MGP. It's 95.5. It is a pick from Cellar Wine and Spirits in Wisconsin. 118.3 proof.
What's it called?
Rossville Union.
Hold it up a little bit. Rossville Union.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, I'll let you see so my camera doesn't focus. Oh, does that help?
Nope, still all blurry.
Yeah, it just gets blurrier the further you get away from.
Yeah.
Still using the Panasonic camera where it focuses right here, and that's it.
Yeah.
Huh. It was good, though. It was real good. I like that. Nice little rye ski. You having yourself a Christmas Eve pour, Mr. Klein?
Yeah, I'm drinking an Old Carter Barrel 25.
Ooh, a single barrel.
Yeah, single barrel. The Black Friday release. I was fortunate enough to have a buddy get me a bottle. Actually, gift me a bottle, which was amazing. So
That's awesome.
yeah, really.
Shayla says, "Got to watch a movie, Mom. Love you." Oh, have a good day, Shayla. Thank you for being in here. Appreciate it. Have a happy Christmas Eve and a great day tomorrow.
Where is Blue Dog?
Yeah, Mom, I scored it. It's had 8.2. It was great. It's a great rye. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. It was weird how the nose didn't wake up for a while. Jeez Louise, I'm making a bunch of noise in here.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
Okay.
You sound amazing.
I didn't hook anything. I'm streaming from my laptop. I didn't do anything.
You look and sound fantastic.
Huh. I didn't hook up the microphone or anything. I'm just straight streaming from my laptop.
That's all you got to do then from now on.
Apparently.
Give us Lou Dog. I don't know what that means, Bourbon.
That's my dog, but he was at doggy daycare all day, and he was playing with a Bernice, and he's like exhausted. He won't even stand up.
Oh yeah, tired right out.
Yeah, he's whipped.
Lord Garth is in the house. Brian Arner, Chris Columbus. That hurt. Not my pick, but my favorite pour is the pour anyone else pours for me. Heck yeah, I agree. That's especially when you're at a place like Klein's house, because you know it's going to be good no matter what. When you're gone for that long, are you like, do you ask Carrie to send you pictures of your whiskey room? Are you like, can you just snap just to the left corner, just get a little closer, turn the lights up a little bit, purple lights please? Oh yeah, purple. No, pink lights. Can we get a little shadow? Just turn that Michter's bottle a little bit to the left. Oh, that's right. That's good. I like that.
Oh, I can see you in the reflection. Get out of there. You're ruining the whiskey.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what's funny? What I do realize is how blessed I am to have such good whiskey, because when you're traveling and you can't find that good of whiskey and you're going to bars that either don't have anything any good or they're charging you $60 a pour, it's pretty nice to come home and drink some good stuff.
Do you know who I am? My name is Destination Bourbon, and you won't be my destination anymore. That's what you tell them.
I went to the hotel where they filmed The Shining out in Estes. Went to that bar out there, and they had basically every whiskey you could ever think of having. And so I'm like, hey, why don't you, I don't know, I'll just take something easy. How about a pour of the Antique 107? That shouldn't be too expensive. The guy comes
yes. Well, I would imagine it'd be $18. That's my guess.
I figured it'd be 12 to 15 was my guess. Was my guess. $50
for how many ounces? 5?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, do I get the rest of the bottle? But I mean, because that's the bottle cost. So I don't. So literally, I told him to put it back. I ended up drinking Old Forester 86 for $9 a pour. I'm like, sorry, man. I know you got everything under the sun, and you're a destination where people want to come to, but $50 for what I assume is a 1 ounce pour? Nah. That's
crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
It's like whatever the alcohol percentage is, that's what we charge.
Yeah, right.
Mashbill, there's too much sexy with you and Klein on the screen. Merry Christmas, love you guys. Miss you, Klein. Holler at a playa. When you see him in the streets, Mashbill, thank you. Oh, Damon's here. Damon, you missed it. I just did it. So I thought on the nose at first it was a bourbon. Then I tasted it, and I thought for sure it was a Willet Rye. Turns out it wasn't a Willet Rye, but I thought it was fantastic. I gave it an 8.2, and it was Rossville Union. So, Damon, thank you so much for including me in the Advent calendar again this year. It's been a lot of fun, and appreciate it. It's, kind of cool to do that for 2 years in a row. So I appreciate it. Last Advent calendar video is tomorrow, already edited, ready to go. Brad Paisley. We've got Brad Paisley's bourbon here, Klein.
Oh, nice.
This is what you should do. Age bourbon on the highway with you. That's what he did.
Just carry around a mini barrel in my luggage.
Yeah. In 2019, there goes the cork sucker. In 2019, semi-truck followed Brad Paisley's band on his tour across the country. aging bourbon in a semi-truck. Then they blended it with older stuff from Bardstown Bourbon Company that they sourced, I believe. Should probably read the thing they sent me.
Oh, I saw that. Seal Box was selling that. I talked to Ron Miles about that a little bit.
That guy, by the way, what a handsome devil, that Ron Miles.
He is a handsome devil.
He is, and he's a joy. He's a joy. And he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he blends right in with everybody at Bardstown Bourbon Company. Just a giant. American Highway Reserve, made in Kentucky, aged across America. It is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 96 proof, 48% alcohol by volume. This is American Highway. Whew. That'd be expensive to haul, like, just driving around barrels across the country.
Yeah, I mean, I don't honestly know that it makes a whole lot of sense, because from talking to a lot of the distillers and stuff, they don't even like rolling their barrels. So, I mean, you got that thing bouncing around in the back of your truck all the time.
The other thing, though, is I remember from when I worked like in an appliance store, we'd always have a truck day. So we'd always do, but those semi-trucks get really hot in those things, like really hot. So those barrels probably did see some temperature fluctuation, I would imagine.
I would imagine, yeah.
Would it make a difference? Who knows? Who the heck knows?
We are about to find out.
Vlad Teeps is in the house. He's skeptical of celebrity endorsed stuff, as you should be.
Have you drank that before, Matt?
So yes and no. I tried a little nip from, we opened 2 bottles before we left for Kentucky that just showed up in the mail. Chris actually wanted to try them, and I was just getting over the flu. So I have no idea what this tastes like, to be totally honest. But it's pretty light. They sent me some information, and I had it handy. Why do I do this to myself?
Because
I'm a disaster. Everywhere I turn, I'm a disaster.
If you didn't, you wouldn't be Matt Porter, and we wouldn't love you the way that we do.
Well, I didn't even have to. I just had to reach kind of far. That's not it. That's not it. Highland Park sent me a 15-year Scotch for some reason. I guess they want to see me squirm. So I guess I'll. That's what we'll end the night with tonight. I'll squirm a little bit. A little. I have nowhere to put stuff. I am a mess, Klein.
Yeah, but you look amazing.
I want to know what this is before I taste it. Oh, it went over 7,000 miles across 25 states, coast to coast. Oh, you want to hear this? Bourbon is like songwriting. It's a blend of things coming together to make something incredible, said Paisley. These are really special barrels that saw more of the United States. It's a lie because they had no windows. Son of a bitch. Liar. Saw more of the United States than most people I know. Klein, do you remember the first Beagle Rare I did?
Oh, yeah.
It was the first, it was called Beagle Rare. It was the first old charter bottle.
Yeah, didn't Dramhound win it?
He did.
Yeah.
But before I sent that out, I drove from Upper Michigan to Colorado and literally made the joke. I drove it across the country to age it through altitude and varying climates. I swear to God. Now they're selling it.
So what if this is really just stealing your bit and it's not Brad Paisley, it's Sean Paisley? And it's all been a ruse.
You know what? I didn't even put 2 and 2 together, but I guess I don't like Brad Paisley anymore. He shares the last name of that of the devil. It's available in a bunch of states. And it is 25% 3-year, 24% 13-year, 23% 15-year. That's not right. What the heck?
How many barrels did they take around the country?
I don't know. 28% 3-year, 25% 3-year, 24% 13-year, and 23% 15-year. So there's it's 50% super young stuff basically, and 50% 13 to 15 year stuff.
All right. So here's my problem with this whole scenario. And I'm not calling Sean Paisley, Brad Paisley, whoever this Paisley guy is, a liar.
He's a 2010 CMA Entertainer of the Year, damn it.
Whatever. He sings country. I mean, might as well do karaoke. But how many bottles of this actually got released?
Ooh, I can tell you, I bet. If I can find it. It's a good question. It's a very good question.
This really seems like a ruse that they were driving around with, 40 barrels of product so they could make all these blends and to put 7,000 miles on it.
So I'm thinking I'm guessing, shoot, I should have. A blend of 4 rye 4 bourbons ranging from 3 to 15 years. Yeah, it doesn't say how many barrels. I'm wondering if the only barrels that were transported were the young ones, and then they blended them with old barrels that weren't transported. That's my guessing here. $100 a bottle. $100.
Maybe they just transported one bottle of it around with them.
Ooh, that smells different. Huh.
Bubble bath bourbon. Yeah, this is Chris Farley. Living in a van down by the river.
Yeah, that American Highway has some of the delicious mystery tote bourbon used in Discovery 4. Yeah, I saw that 78.5% corn. That's strange. It's got a note on it right away. That's not exactly like weird. It's not a note you normally smell. It's not bad. But it's leaning towards it's like a sarsaparilla actually. Yeah.
I like me some sarsaparilla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got kind of like a root beery. It's kind of going towards a little bit of licorice though, which isn't my jam. But it's weird. Oh, big peppers. Big peppers that hurt. It's weird. Normally when we drink stuff together, like you'd have the same thing, so that's weird. I'm just going through bottles that.
Hold on. Oh, total big peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sarsaparilla. Almost towards licorice, but not quite. That's not really my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like have you ever had like biscuits and gravy, and then some of the country gravy you get has a weird spice in it that's like shouldn't be there. It's like a licorice spice. You're like, what the heck is that? Why is that in my country gravy? I get that in here a little bit. Like Brian Arner, this is Michael Klein. He's got a channel called Destination Bourbon. He's a great friend and an amazing, amazing human being.
Brian Arner, I am a hack that just happens to be friends with Matt Porter. But thanks for checking in.
Sage, possibly. Not a doctor, but sage sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure doctors don't use sage. I mean, like people that walk around burning it to remove spirits from your house, they use it.
What the heck? Brad Paisley, that's not bad. That's actually pretty damn good.
How integral do you think Brad Paisley was in that whiskey?
I mean, he agreed to the tour dates, so
he was the one sitting in there blending. He's like, nope, I need 1% more of that 13 year.
So, you know who Brendan Schaub is?
No.
He's a retired MMA fighter who's now a comedian. He's friends with Joe Rogan, Brian Callen, Theo Vaughn, like all those guys. Okay. Anyway, he released a whiskey recently that Ed from Rock Gut Review just reviewed. He was able to get it from their distributor, so it's not actually released yet. But so I sent him a message like, dude, can I get that bottle because I need to review it? It's a blend of bourbon whiskey and Japanese whiskey finished in Mizunara oak casks.
Oh,
I'm like, I got to.
So you haven't actually seen it or tasted it yet. You just want to.
Oh, I need to. But that's the thing. Like, how much did somebody, like, how much were they involved with it?
Right.
It's like, I love crotch rockets and I love big screen TVs. What can we do? Let's put them together.
I bet you if you ask any of them what a Mizunara cask is, I'd be never heard of it.
Right. You watch your mouth. Mm.
Don't you say that word to me.
Mash Bill, you should return to where it all started. Original S show with you, Klein, Opperman, the Junkies, and Gabby in the big leather chairs at Klein's. That never happened.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-mm. I've sunk in that couch so hard.
Oh.
If you did a time lapse of that live stream, I just went like throughout the night.
That couch and you became one.
I got lowered physically, but my confidence increased throughout. Just yin and yang.
Oh, your confidence did. You started killing it. Till Gabby beat you.
Oh yeah, it was fun. That was a fun night. That was a super fun night.
That was. Franchise, cheers to you, buddy.
Friggin' love Franchise. What a guy.
He's amazing.
Huh.
Well, Maddie, I don't want to bogart your stream, man. I just I appreciate.
Are you after me? You're not. What'd you say? Bogarting?
Bogarting. I don't want to like take over or be here. I mean, I don't know what you had planned, and I'm sure it wasn't hanging out with me.
Bogarting like Bill Lambier used to do?
Like Bogart. Humphrey Bogart, like Bogart.
Oh, okay. I don't get the reference. But
it's a term used to like take over, like bully, like be the focal point of something when you weren't intended to be.
You didn't mean to grease me.
I didn't mean to grease you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be daggum grease.
Well, daggum. So how long are you home for?
Right now I'm looking at traveling January 10th, but I'm home.
Oh wow, dang it. Well, if you're interested, we'll talk about it. But if you're interested, I'd like to actually do like an actual stream with you where we share some pours and just BS and talk whiskey. If you're busy or if you don't want to do it, I totally get it. But I'd love just to hang out old time's sake with you and shoot the BS and just have some pours.
1,000% want to do that. I will.
Heck yeah.
Hang out with you anytime you want to do it. I was literally sitting on the couch, gonna pop into your stream, say hi, watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's just Carrie and I at the house tonight. We get the boys tomorrow afternoon, and then you're like, "You want to come on?" I'm like, God, you know what? There's nowhere else I'd rather go than.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cousin Eddie you. You go and watch your movie.
If I have the opportunity to hang out with you, even if it's only for 20 minutes, a half hour, I'm going to take it every time.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your night. I'm going to have a couple more pours here that I'm going to call tonight and, get to bed before, Schlammer's Claus has a rough landing on the roof. And, I'm going to get some Z's for tomorrow because I've got a whole day of assembling so much stuff.
Well, give Carissa and the girls my love.
I will.
And it's so good to talk to you and so good to see everybody in chat. I saw a bunch of you say hi to me as I was trying to get off to come and get, things set up to say hi to Matt. And I didn't get to say hi to each and every one of you, but I love you all and I miss you all and I'll be back soon. And I can't wait, Matt. You let me know when you want to do a hangout and we'll make something happen.
Heck yeah. We'll squeeze it in before you got to go back out on the road or in the air or whatever you do.
That sounds
awesome. Klein, it's a Christmas miracle. I love you, man. Have a good night. Have a Merry Christmas and talk soon.
Merry Christmas, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Freaking Klein. Love that guy. Don't go. He's
okay.
My dude. Jason Anderson. Can we get a Dickel Tabasco shot to bury the hatchet? Best stream ever. Yeah, I left that bottle at Klein's house, and then DC sent me another one. So we got to still have. I wasn't able to avoid the Dickel Tabasco forever. He sent it. Mad Cap, I received Nightmare Before Christmas this morning. Popped it this evening after a day with the family. It's super tasty. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I always want honest feedback on every barrel pick, so I know. Just so I know. I don't want to ever do anything that people don't like. So always give me honest feedback. And if you don't want to give me honest feedback, then I'll give you this. Which is a joke. What the fudge is that? Dan, did you do that on purpose? Holy shit, dude. Dan L. I love you, man. Oh my God. That's stupid. I love you guys. Holy shit. Merry Christmas, Porter. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too. Way more than you can ever imagine. Dan L. and Julie L. Like Time Whiskey. Two of the most generous, down-to-earth, loving people I've ever met. And I'm happy to call them friends. They're the best. They're honestly the best. And then they do stuff like this and leave me speechless, and I don't even know what to say other than, what the crap? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas to you and Julie as well. I'll call you guys tomorrow. But holy mother. Yeah, I think he might have added an extra 9. Is Matt a PlayStation? What the heck does that even mean? I've never heard that before. Oh, I get it, because the price. DC, thank you, dude. You're the best. Freaking DC is awesome. $2.69. Let me say this. I feel like I should. Dan didn't even have me do anything for him. Dan could have been like, well, now you need to open this bottle and drink 50 ounces. I don't know. Yes, Mom, I'm going to call you too. Jeez Louise. Of course I'll call you, Mom. You can call me too, Mom. Phone rings both ways. Am I wrong? All right? Just kidding. What was I just saying? Oh, so this American Highway, this guy, actually, I was very skeptical. It does deserve a full review. It deserves its own video. It deserves a full review. It's not, it's a gimmick, 100% gimmicky. Gimmicky celebrity bourbon, but it's pretty good. It's expensive, $100. But I think that this is actually a quality whiskey and deserves its own review and its own video. So I'm not going to give it a score tonight because I really want to actually sit down with it, get it up to room temperature, think about it, and pull some notes out of it. But it's actually really enjoyable. It doesn't taste like old whiskey, and it doesn't taste like young whiskey. It's actually blended really well, and I quite enjoy it. I was expecting not to like that. Oh, Dan missed a penny. Son of a bee. We'll get that penny when we catch up later on down the road, I suppose. Just kidding. There are a few bottles here, everybody, that let me know what you think I should do here. I got a whole shitstorm of Doc Swinson stuff that I think I'm going to dedicate an entire live stream to. There's 1, 2. It's all of their new finished stuff. They've got one finished in a cognac barrel, one finished in an Oloroso sherry barrel, one finished in a Cabernet Sauvignon barrel, and one finished in PX sherry casks. They're all 114 proof MGP. And I think maybe next live stream, I'll dedicate it to Doc Swinson stuff. I should do that. But I've got a old WM Tar, Kentucky Straight Whiskey, Manchester Reserve. Can open that one. I can do the Pursuit United blended straight rye whiskey, the Pursuit United. That's their new rye. I just picked up you don't want to see this, Crown Royal Monarch 75th anniversary. Probably going to be trash. Blue Run. Just got this Blue Run High Rye. Brian Cusco from the Whiskey Wimp sent me this bad bitch. And then I have 2 Westward single malts. If you want me to open a Westward single malt, I've got a Pinot Noir and a Bridgeport Brewing Kingpin Red Ale. Either one of those. So I don't know. Let me know what you want me to open, and we'll open it. What the hell is that? Are you... Julie? Dan's missing a penny. We love you and the fam. Merry Christmas. You're my favorite. You don't have to prove it like that. That's unnecessary. I thank you and I love you. That's not necessary at all, Julie. Good grief. Holy shit. I don't know what to say other than I love you a lot and you guys are awesome and holy crap. I'll call you tomorrow too. I'll call Dan and I'll call you. I'll call you first because 300 and a penny. So Julie gets called first, then Dan. Actually, call my mom first, then Julie, then Dan. Holy crap, Julie. Thank you so much. You two are incredible. Pursuit. I didn't notice Aiden because I was looking at bottles, but as soon as I looked at the computer screen, it was all red. Good grief. The likes are better than... Do you think Santa just like Santa's like on the way and he's like, oh shit, Dan and Julie got there first. He's like just veers right. Just like what it just ignores that neighborhood. Jeez Louise. Pursuit, Blue Run, Drums and Drams. Cam's in the house. What's going on? Cheers, Cameron. I watched your live stream last night and I loved it. I love the part where you said down the hatch and then Sarah was like down the hatch and you're like, yeah, Matt says it. I laughed so hard at that. She's like, I've never heard you say that before. Curious to hear my thoughts on the Blue Run. Blue Run, Red Ale, Pursuit, all of them. It's Christmas. I have got some gifts to wrap tonight. I can't do all of them. Which one first here? Open the Westward Pinot. Curious about it. Don't want to risk $90. Dan and Julie are awesome. They are awesome. They're crazy awesome. Nice gifts from the likes. Yeah, amazing gifts from the likes. They're crazy. They're the best. Nope. That's my phone. Oh, Alec wrecked a pig. Good job, Alec. That looks... Oh my gosh. That looks so unappetizing. Alec literally... If anybody is watching, what's the show? Yellow Jackets? He cooked a pig that looked like he would be served on that show. You can't really see it. You can kind of see it. That looks scary. He slap cocked a friggin' pig. We love you, Matt, for real. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks, Francis. Appreciate it. Kira Collins is in the house. Whiskey friggin' everything.com. Whiskeychannel.com. Love you guys. Kira. Friggin' Kira. That makes... When I see all of you, it makes me so happy. Tony Two Toes is here. Well, yeah, I don't even know what to say, Tony. Like, what do you even say? I've told them thank you for what they've done for me in a million different ways throughout the course of history, which has been a couple years. But I still can't even put words together at all. You still call her first. Thanks, Dan. Way more than 17 viewers. I didn't think there'd be that. My hands are white, but my fingernails are still pink. Just kind of nasty. Stella Love. Jake Howder. Dan and Julie, like I said last night, out here taking care of Whiskey Tube. And Matt, thanks for all the great content. That's right. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, is her hair still red? It's so red. She was supposed to come on. She was supposed to be a part of this stream tonight. Swear to goodness. That's why she's in the thumbnail. And then at about, I don't know, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain, I was like, so you're coming on the stream? She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you said that you were, and she's like, I completely forgot about that. So I'm sorry. She was going to come on and then she didn't. So yes, her hair is still red. She's very beautiful with red hair. And that is that. Santa wouldn't count on you to be that responsible. I don't know. He might, Julie. He might. So not a lot of people. I saw a few for Splatcock. I know, Samuel. Open Westward Red Ale. All right. I'll do Westward, then I'll do either the Blue Run. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how much time we got. What time is it? I've been on for an hour. We can do a little longer for sure. The Red Ale. This is unopened. America. I had to think if it was American. And it was American single malt. This is beautiful bottle. Beautiful bottle. Westward American whiskey single malt. True Northwest. The bottle is shaped like a friggin'. It's got so many gons in it. It's like a blocked gon. Because there's so many corners, it could take up a whole block. So dumb. Single barrel selection, Bridgeport Brewing, Kingpin Red Ale. It is 32% malted rye, 68% malted barley, 90 proof. This is part of, I think, like their single barrel club. I'll look into it in a second. But put in a Glencairn. Am I a huge fan of American single malts or single malts in general? Nope. Is this going to be different? Maybe. The bottle itself makes me want to drink it and love it. It does. The bottle is just beautiful. Explore further at westwardwhiskey.com. Distilled, matured, and bottled by Westward Whiskey, Portland, Oregon. Friggin' Portland. Greg Oden. This is interesting. It's cold. It is cold. Scrolling up. I missed super chats. I'm so sorry. Marine Franchi. Marine. Hey, Merry Christmas. The likes are our own personal Bourbon Santa and Mrs. Claus. Jeez. They are. Except for they live where it's nice and warm. Nice and warm. Have a great Christmas, Livewire. Appreciate you being in here. Jim Brady. Matt, Merry freaking Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas to you too, Jim. Here's a story of a man named Jim Brady who popped in chat to say Merry Christmas all. There were 271 all chatting together. That's what in the that smells different and interesting. What does that smell like? It smells very familiar. That smells like the oranges, the ones that come in the bag, the sugared oranges. The sugared oranges, what are they called? But not really. No, it doesn't. It smells like kind of like that. We're veering in a different direction. This is more like the sugared why can't I think of what they're called? They're sugared gummies. They're like gummy. They're small. They're not juju fruits. They're like the crystallized sugar on them. It tastes like it smells like one of the black ones of those. Weird. Mark Emmenecker, got my new riff today, but I still decided to open my 10-year-old rip for Christmas. Toast with my wife. Merry Christmas. I would have opened it too. That's incredible. Congrats on getting an old rip. It's weird. The prices on that crap has gone crazy. So hopefully you got a good deal on it. Hopefully maybe you got a good steal on it. It is a nice shaped bottle. It's like a mountain or something. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it, Mr. Pigsley. Oh, man. I can't put my finger on what I'm smelling here. But it definitely reminds me of like a sugared licorice. Or like that's definitely what I'm getting on it. Huh. And there's a name of the exact things I'm thinking about too. Gumdrops. I think they're called gumdrops, right? Gumdrops? Like a black licorice gumdrop? Chris Columbus, what do you think of the show Moonshiners? I've seen it a couple times, but I haven't really sat down. It's difficult for me to sit down and watch a show. So even something like that, I can't pay attention to it for very long. Matt Horn, Merry Riffmas. Merry Riffmas to you, Mr. Horn. Oh boy. Candy orange slices. Yeah, those are the ones I was thinking of first. But it took a turn. There's a little bit of citrus here. But yeah, spice drops. That's the one, Andrew Kelly. Spice drops. Heck yeah. Gumdrops. It tastes like black gumdrops. You're ahead of me. That's exactly where I scrolled down and saw your comment. Awesome. We're on the same page. Merry Christmas all from Uncle Buck. Love you, Uncle Buck. Great reason for great pours. My birthday tomorrow is a reason for more great pours. You have a Christmas birthday. That is just a double decker from Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck, Merry Christmas and happy birthday. We love you. And when I see your name in chat, it makes me melt a little bit. Like Frosty the Snowman, except for I'm not made out of snow. I'm made out of Twinkies. Good and Plenty, that's a nice one too. But it's more of a spice drop than a Good and Plenty for sure. All right, down the hatch with this single malt, single barrel batch, bitch. Whoa. I was not expecting. What the heck is that? That was wow. That took that literally lit its engines about 2 seconds into tasting it. It was like pretty gentle, and then it just went whoa, and it tasted like some sort of flavored beer. It was like, wow. I've got to taste that again to see if it gets the same experience, because that was ridiculous. I was not expecting that much flavor to just explode it was like the mid palate, but like a total beer bomb. I like that. I think. And I don't like this type of whiskey normally. Oh my gosh. I might be transmorphing in front of everybody as we speak. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That is, I don't have a ton of experience with stuff like this. With like single malts, American single malts, I don't have a ton of experience. A lot of times I'll taste stuff that I don't like that are single malts. I have certainly zero experience with a Kingpin Red Ale. It's my phone buzzing. That's wicked. That's holy crap. That's good. I'm a bourbon drinker. Absolutely love bourbon. I love rye. Typically not a fan of single malts, but that's crazy good. I don't even know what to say about that other than what the heck. I know I say what the heck once in a while, My phone keeps buzzing, but that is an honest what the heck. He flipped the proof ball the other way. I'm in Bizarro World. That's how I feel. That's honestly how I feel. I don't know. Everyone thinks Alex Pig turned out good, but I think it looks kind of creepy. Just saying. Give the WM Tar a try. Okay, I'll do that next. I've got one little sip of here, and then we'll try that. And maybe one more before we get out of here. I'm going to do a hard cutoff at, let's see, it's my time, it's 9:10. I'm going to get out of here the very latest 9:40. So 30 more minutes, and then I'm donezo. I want to make sure that I'm helpful with things that need to be helped with on Christmas Eve. I don't want to just not help. So, man, oh man. Nothing like a great single malt. I had a pour of Ardbeg 10 earlier. This is just, it's just wild. Wow. I honestly didn't think that I would like these. So far I'm 2 for 2 for thinking I wasn't going to like stuff. Oh boy, let's see. It says, here it is. Westward American 2 Malt Bridgeport Brewing Company collaboration. That's a mouthful. The latest offering in our popular 2 malt series. Blibbity, blibbity, blah, blah, blah. Inspiration. Oh, too many words. Just give it to me. The result is a complex and warm expression perfect for winter. Brewed alongside the Bridgeport team using a clone of their Kingpin Rye Ale, which boasts a relatively high rye content. Huh. Ooh, here we go. Wonder if... Okay, so that's kind of funny. It says aroma, French roast, toffee, and toasted almonds. The palate, it says herbal rye, orange zest, and biscuit. So I did pick up on the orange zest a little bit on the nose. Finish is pear, candied walnuts, and peach rind. Huh. I don't know about all that. It's good, though. Thank you for making me open that. That was like one of the least ones I was looking forward to. Ridiculously good. Christmas Eve, that's good. Is Santa having cookies and whiskey tonight? He might just have a little bit of a something next to the milk. It's like, pick your poison, Santa. Are you lactose intolerant? Do you want to test your 7 millionth milk tonight? Bob says, you're a good guy, my friend, thinking about your family and not getting Steimer tonight. Well, yeah, it would be bad if I were to think the other way. What the F is a peach rind? That's actually a great question. Aiden, super smart question. Does a peach have a rind? If it does, it's fuzzy. It's got a fuzzy rind. WM Tar. Oh, man. I'm a little concerned about the Highland Park. I don't know if I want to do that tonight or not. But we'll do the WM Tar. This one I picked up in Kentucky when I was there. It was like $50, something like that. Oh, that's Blackhawked everywhere. America. That's got something in it. That's empty. This is WM Tar, Kentucky Straight Whiskey Small Batch, Manchester Reserve, 7 years aged. It's got all the buzzwords on it. Honestly, all the buzzwords. Small batch, well-rounded pour. That's a good buzz sentence. Handcrafted, signature of quality. 96.4 proof. It is, it's an 8-year rye blended with a 7-year bourbon. So it's like a boo rye. Fascinatingly complex, a gratifying experience. Enjoy neat or in your go-to cocktail. My go-to cocktail is my stomach. That's where I'm putting it. I'm blending it. I'm blending it with spaghetti. So suck on that, WM Tar. Wonder who WM Tar is. Probably have to do a little research. When I say I'm going to do research on something, what I mean is I'm going to go watch Jason from the Mash and Drums video on it and see what he has to say. That was a juicy pop, Cameron. It was pretty juicy. We're still talking about the rind. My mom says peaches have a peel, not a rind. I agree, Mom. Everybody else seems to agree. Aiden is like a melon has a rind, but the rind isn't the skin. Hey, I didn't write it. I just read it. Francis Rizzo. What? Do yourself a favor. Convince your children they need to leave a nice bottle of bourbon for Santa. Screw the cookies. They were pretty excited about the cookies. They're more excited about the carrots for the reindeer, though. They throw carrots outside for the reindeer. Got to keep the reindeer fed. I don't think Santa has reached Colorado yet, Brian, but he's getting there. Chrissy Newberry's in the house. Hey, I didn't see your name yet. Sorry if I've missed it. Chrissy, Miss Newberry, Mrs. Newberry, whatever. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. That's 2 weeks in a row I've seen the Newberry. Aiden's trying to figure it out. I agree. Once I get stuck on something, I got to figure it out too. This garage is way too chilly for me to just pick up a whiskey, pour it, and talk about it. It literally has to be warmed up. So I put this in my tiny, hot little hands, and I just wait for it to warm up because it really does nothing without a little bit of man warmth. My mom's happy that the girl saw the reindeer. This is a good question. ADHD whiskey and bourbon you missed out on tasting this year. Literally all of them. So I will have my bourbon of the year and like ryes of the year, like my whiskeys of the year videos out at the beginning of January. My list isn't going to be the best whiskeys of the year. My list is going to be the best whiskeys that I've been able to acquire this year, whether they were acquired by a purchase or by a gift or by like any means necessary. However I got them. If I was able to get them, then they're able to make the list. There's so much, everything. I don't know, everything. But if someone said if I could try, that's it. Let me rephrase your question in a way that you probably actually said it, but I didn't read it as. If I could taste one whiskey that I didn't taste this year, which whiskey would I taste? If I could pick one. It's a good question, Matt. I'm glad I thought of it. I have no idea. B-Tax always, I don't know. There's just so much stuff. The new Four Roses, the Four Roses limited small batch, I heard was really good. Didn't get to try that. Haven't tried any of the B-Tax this year. Haven't tried any of the Fitzgeralds that were released this year. Haven't tried any of like the friggin' Parker's Heritage stuff. I don't know if it's allocated. I didn't get to try it. I think, except for the King of Kentucky. If that's the best thing I've ever tried. Obviously, the King of Kentucky this year. If I could sneak it on, that's the best thing I've tried all year for sure. It's ridiculous. Russell's Reserve 13 and Remus 5 are on your top of Mojo's list. I could see that. I had a sample of the Master's Keep 1, thanks to Dan and Julie. Had a sample of the Russell's Reserve 13, thanks to Dan and Julie. And both of those were fantastic. Like, super fantastic. Drums and Drams. Cameron says, I have been finding that when new bottles are delivered and still cold from shipping, I get a ton of extra oak when I taste them while they're still chilled. Am I crazy? I don't know if it's extra oak, but I'm wondering if a lot of the other smells are just subdued. Like if maybe that's the smell that kind of peeks through, possibly. And then as it warms up, the other aromas and flavors and stuff start to emerge. I don't know if I get extra oak when it's cold. I really get a lot of nothing when it's cold. But now that like this thing is warming up ever so perfectly in my little hands, and it's just like it's coming alive. It's literally coming alive in my hand. Settle down in there. Ooh, this smells really nice too. Certain terpenes evaporate at different vapor. Wow, Mojo's throwing big words at me. I can't read that stuff. I'm not a doctor. I don't even go to the doctor. Francis Rizzo, 250 watch, only 200 likes is still pretty good, but if we could get some more likes, I'd love it. Oh wow, this one is citrusy too. Citrus and oak. A bit of a fruit cocktail. This WM tar is nicely smelling. Way to go, buzzword. So I did see a video from the Whiskey Tribe. It was a Whiskey Tribe video where they took so I'm not a science major either, not a doctor or a science major, but they took a whiskey and then they just set it out. And then they took a sample of the same whiskey and they froze it. They put it in the freezer. And they let it get down to temperature in the freezer. They froze it. It didn't freeze, didn't become a solid, but they put it in the freezer. And then they took it out of the freezer and let it warm back up. And then they sampled the whiskey that was never in the freezer versus the one that they had put in the freezer. And the one that was put in the freezer was always like more muted. So they did these blind with several different pours, and the one that was in the freezer wasn't as good or wasn't as like vibrant as the one that was never in the freezer. And I'm like, well, that's cool. But like, what happens when they ship this stuff in like semi trucks through the night? Like this stuff is getting frozen, basically, right? So like if it never traveled in a semi truck through the mountains of Colorado and through like the northern climates or whatever, like would that whiskey taste different than a whiskey that never saw that? That's where my brain went. And I don't know if I'm crazy or not. Like I said, not science major, but still. I have thoughts. Damn it. If you had a whiskey on your palate to warm it, also change the taste slightly, in my opinion. Huh, okay. Julie, didn't you get the Stag Junior 16, or is that a store pick? Oh, no, I got a store pick of the Stag Junior. I haven't. The most recent Stag Junior I've had was the 15. The nose on this, William, I said William, and I don't even know if that's his name. WM Tar is really nice. I dig it. Huh. There's like some, as Cameron Drums and Drams would say, some worn leather on that. It's not a new leather, it's a worn leather. And some dark fruits. There's like a little bit of pruny on there, like a little bit like a prune, little bit of the really slow dripping sweet stuff. I'll think of it in a second. It just takes me a minute. When I'm live, you just get to see the thought process. We'll get there. We'll get there. Give me a second. It is my mom used to make these cookies. They were sweetened with, it's not a gingerbread. It is a son of a bitch. Why can't I think of the really thick molasses? Whew. Wow. Molasses. Worn leather, molasses, some date action in there. Where's the tar whiskey from? It says Kentucky. Molasses. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, friggin'. Brew baker maker just jumps in. He's like, Matt, it's molasses. Ernie's like, would you? Brian B., why swearing on Christmas Eve? I'm sorry, Brian. The rye mash bill is 37 corn, 51 rye, and 12 malted barley. The bourbon is 75 corn, 13 rye, and 12 malted barley. So it doesn't, like, the distilleries are not given on the bottle, but it's all Kentucky. A Kentucky rye blended with a Kentucky bourbon. It's actually really good. It's different. It's not like, it's not blowing my mind, but it's still really good. I do like it. Brian B. says, think of the children. The children should be fast asleep with visions of sugar plums dancing in their heads. Liquor Center Whiskey. Hey, if you didn't get my email, I emailed you back. And I'm sorry, but I emailed you. What is happening here? Lone Wanderer, they're called molasses cookies. That's what they're called. There's probably sugar in them too. This tar stuff is not okay. It's actually really good. What's the proof on it? 97? 96? Dang. So far, I'm not. Maybe it's the Christmas spirit. Maybe that's what's taken over me. But 3 whiskeys in a row, I was not sure I was gonna like. I liked the American Highway. I loved the Westward Single Malt, which blows my mind. And then this William Tar, and by William I mean, don't even know if that's his name. W.M. Tar. Not bad either. Nice. All right. One last pour we're gonna call it a night. Blue Run High Rye or Highland Park 15-year-old something Viking. The Highland Park Viking or the Blue Run High Rye Bourbon. Which one? Brewbaker Maker says, will you, WM Tar Bourbon is 114. This isn't bourbon. This is a Kentucky straight whiskey. This is a blend of rye and bourbon. It's 96.4 proof. So it's not their bourbon. It's like their Boo Rye. It's their Kentucky whiskey. We got votes coming in. We got a Blue Run. Oh, shit. Shoot. Oh, darn. Oh, shoot. Okay, we got Blue Run, Viking, Blue Thing, Highland. Oh boy, Blue Run, Highland. Oh shit. It's very close. Squirm. All right. We're doing a blue run. I want to enjoy. Look at the butterfly, by the way. Look how pretty the butterfly is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. My mind is still, what do you call it? My my jury, if I had my own jury, is still out when it comes to Blue Run. I don't know what to think of them yet. I don't know what to think of Blue Run yet. Their Golden Rye is really good. It's $100, so it's or more. It's expensive. Their 14-year like bourbon that they did was like $200. So it was very expensive, and it was all right. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence when it comes to Blue Run. They're very open and honest that they basically, I don't know, from the interviews I've heard, they are like, listen, we designed this bottle, like we're a marketing team, marketing to bourbon and whiskey consumers, and we're not afraid to say it. We're in the business of getting people to look at our bottles and buy them, which is cool, which is great. They also said that they want to have a quality product because they don't want people to just buy one bottle and then leave, which I understand. Their prices are very high, and it's very difficult for me to purchase stuff based on there's so much stuff out there. It's like, do I spend this much money on this? But there are people out there like Brian Cusco from the Whiskey Wimps. The Whiskey Wimps. They have a whiskey channel, and they are great. They're on YouTube. You should definitely go to their page and subscribe. They were nice enough. Brian was nice enough to send this, and I got it today. And I thought he was sending a sample. And guess what? This is not a sample. So incredible. What a guy. I want to even buy one for myself. And Brian from the Whiskey Wimps, go subscribe to them again, is like, you know what? I'll send one to Matt. What a guy. Beautiful bottle, beautiful butterfly. Let's see how the cork pop is. Oh, whoa. Nike swoosh. I mean, America. It's got a synthetic cork. It's a nice little pop on it. You got to pour it so you see the butterfly. Marketing 101. And nailed it hard. Nailed it good and hard. This is their high rye bourbon from Castle and Key, I believe. It is 65 corn, 30 rye, and 5 malted barley. It is bottled at Bardstown Bourbon Company, but I believe this was distillate from Castle and Key. Pretty sure. Unless, of course, I'm wrong, which I've been very wrong about some stuff pretty much a lot lately. Wow, that's cold in my hand. I'll pay for the product, but don't overcharge me. Totally get it, Chrissy. I feel the same way. Drums Rams, this blue and high rye is super confusing pour, in my opinion. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Oh, if it's confusing, then I'm totally in. Mojo just popped mine. Cork is great. Heck yeah. That's an ADHD sample size, Mr. Jig says. You have to take a swig and pass it on. That's right. Did he send it because it's bad? I don't think so. I don't know. What did Julie say? I must scroll up to see what Julie said, because I'm basically indebted to the likes for the rest of my life. Julie says, my family would take me to the doctor if I missed 3 paragraphs without swearing. They would, what? They would awesome? Oh, assume. Yeah. Stupid autocorrect. Hey, autocorrect. Don't autocorrect Julie, all right? She means what she means, and she means that. She meant it. Bird's cold. This garage isn't that cold. I would say it's probably like, it's probably in the high 50s in here, I would say. But it's just too cold. Yeah, Julie, I autocorrected. I corrected autocorrect for you because you deserve it. Matt Horn says, good night, Merry Christmas. Good night, Matt. Matt Horn, high five. Love you, man. Have a great night and have a great day tomorrow. Whoa. All right. The first smell I took on this guy was a little bit strange. So once it warms up a little tiny bit, wonder if that noticed. It was a weird note. Lord Garth says, what latitude are you? What? I don't even know my phone number, Lord Garth. What in the heck is this? It is chilly. It's pretty cold in here. That's why it's always sweatshirts, winter. In the summertime, it was nice because it was cool in the garage. The garage never got too hot. But come wintertime, it's not like it's like super freezing, but it's pretty dang cold. But luckily, I have this 32-inch LCD fire behind me and some fake candles. And this soccer trophy from Doc Swinson to keep me warm. What does that smell? What is that bug? Who are you? What do you want? There's a bug on my light, like on the cover of my light. And it looks like, I don't trust Colorado bugs, by the way. Hey, what are you doing alive in December? Who do you work for? Why are you red and black? I don't like you. It looks kind of like a tick, but it's red-bodied with a big-ass black badonkadonk and a black head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs and 2 antennae. It is the size of a pencil lead, like a big pencil lead, and I don't like it. Hey, dickhead. Sorry for my language. What are you doing in my garage? Don't fall on my head. I don't like it. Box elder, scorpion, or arthropod? I have no idea. It's tiny. It's small. It's like the size of, I don't know, smaller than a ladybug. Kill that thing. Stink bug? No, not in December. It's not a ladybug. It's attracted to light like an idiot, though. Sorry, Vlad Teeps. All right, so the nose of this Blue Run High Rye bourbon is very bready so far. It's not a scorpion, Michael. It's a... If that's a scorpion, then my middle name is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's tiny. It's a little tiny. It has no tail. Has no scorpion abilities. But it's glowing red like it just sucked the blood of something else. It honestly smells like a freshly baked bread with rye spice. So maybe a freshly baked rye bread. There's some citrus notes on here as well. A little orangey, like the pith of an orange. No, it's the actual orange. It's beyond the pith. It's deeper than the pith. Wheat thin. I've never had a wheat thin. What's up with the soccer trophy? I have no idea. Doc Swinson sent it to me in a box. It was in a big box and it said fragile on it. And I opened it up and it says Doc Swinson's Total Badass Award. And it is a trophy of a female soccer player kicking a soccer ball upside down. So I totally get it. It doesn't make any sense. And that's probably why they sent it. The rind of a peach. Oh, I get that a little bit. Bicycle kick award. Drums and Drams. Cameron says, I get some tartness from this one. Green apple and strawberry and citrus, but it seems oddly transparent that it makes sense. Maybe it's just too young or something. It's different. It's like, it's got a different, you wouldn't smell this and be like, oh, same old thing. It's like, you smell it and you're like, oh, it's different. Like, why is it different? I don't know, I'm going to go for a taste and then we'll go back to the nose. Sometimes that helps me. Oh, wow. That's a lingering bugger. What's the proof on that? 170? 111. Wow. It's very spicy. It is spicy. It's got like the first sip of it, I wasn't really paying attention to notes. I was just seeing like what it did. And that sucker lasted a long time. It started in the front, worked its way back, and then just like kept going. I feel like I can taste it like back here. It just kept going and growing. The spiciness just kept ramping up a little bit, ramping up, ramping up. It doesn't taste young at all. It doesn't taste like, I like this. I like it. A locust or a cicada? It's not a cicada. It's still on the light. A moron. It feels like in another 4 years, this just would, yeah, amazing. Yeah. You know what's weird though? So it's kind of funny. New riff, you know how we're like, I remember a couple years ago, we're like, new riff. New riff is great for 4 years old, but like once it keeps aging, it's going to get better and better. The weird thing is, new riff keeps releasing it at 4 years. So it's like, as it gets older, we're not seeing older bourbon product. They keep releasing it at 4 years. So we're not seeing the improvements with the age, I don't feel like. It's kind of strange like that. So I wonder, I always hope that too. Like, oh, as it gets older, it's going to get better. But are they ever going to release that older expression? Or is it always going to be the younger distillate makes the most money? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Not really, kind of. Mike Johnson. Merry Christmas, Matt. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for another great year of Minnesota Whiskey Elite Advent vids. It was a lot of fun. I got to the point where I was making videos and I'm like, wow, I feel very repetitive here. But it worked its way out. It did. I just let myself go. I friggin' freestyled it. If I was thinking something, I said it. And it was nice. And I had a blast. I don't know if Damon and Daniel will invite me back next year. Highly doubt it. But if they do, I would imagine I would say absolutely, let's do it again. It goes down like a hot Coy Hill. No, it's just really spicy. Mark Deonda, Merry Christmas to you. Gary says they did release a 6-year malted rye. Yeah, I know. But they didn't, like, their bourbons, though. Their bourbons are just not, like, they're getting older, but they're all released at that 4-year age thing. I'm a jigger. Julie says, going to bed. Good night, Julie. Thank you for everything. I love you. Hope you have a great, happy Merry Christmas. Got to get up early to cook the brisket. Oh, friggin' brisket. Merry Christmas, everyone. Give hugs and kisses to the girls. I will. And Krista from us. Love you, man. Have a great day tomorrow. I will. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Julie. Have a great night. My mom's telling everybody to subscribe to me because she's the best. Fresh biscuits. Yeah. By the way, that's my job in the morning. First thing in the morning, cooking biscuits and gravy, homemade from scratch. My 6-year-old daughter goes, "Is that homemade? Ew." I'm like, no, homemade's better. Like, how did we raise you so wrong that you think homemade is not as good? Homemade's the best. All right. I missed a super chat. I'm sorry. Oh, it's from freaking Damon. Damon says, new contest, next highest donation. I'm on top. Oh, Damon, stop that. I said I was going to get out of here by 9:45. So I got to do it. I got to get out of here quickly. That was a huge drink. Oh, wow. Dang, that is... What does that remind me of? That's okay, I'll be honest. The Blue Run High Rye. This is what I'm going to do. Remind me. If I don't do it, if I put out a video of the Blue Run High Rye and I don't do this, be like, Matt, you said you were going to do this. This reminds me a lot of like a rare breed, a wild turkey rare breed. So I want to actually do an A/B. I'm gonna cover up the face. I'm gonna blind them, and I want to see how similar they are because they might not be similar at all. Rare breed might be way different. But just sipping through that and tasting it, I feel like if I were drinking a rare breed, it would give me the same sort of just like overall experience. It's not old, it's not young, it's not extra dark notes, it's not extra spiky, sharp notes. It's somewhere in the middle, and it's really good. And I'm wondering if this is better than rare breed, and I'm not sure if it is or not. It could be way better. It could be not be as good. But I think that'd be a really fair comparison to see how a $50 rare breed or a $40 rare breed, $50 would compare to this. I think that's what I want to do. A little bit of a Blue Run High Rye versus rare breed. Mike Johnson, because Damon gave a penny more. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Young Rock Hill for me. Oh, I can see that. Cheech is in the house. That was a big sip. I didn't know there was that much in there. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, Cameron. Sometimes you just got to do it. Got to do it to it. Jason Busey's in the house. Jason Busey, high five. Psh, freaking love you. The Buse Man. The Buse Man. And then Vlad Teep says on the night with a good cheapie. Ew. Bottle and bond. Makes sense. Mike Johnson, because Damon gave... Oh, I already read that. All right. We're going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Is there anything within my reach that I can just do a good night pour? Just a good night sip with? Anything within Porter's reach? Can I reach the Coy Hill? Can I reach? Do you think I can reach the Coy Hill? I can try. Oh, I can try. Dan and Julie, if I break this chair you bought me, super sorry. But it's worth it. Try to reach it. Oh. It's stuck on a strip LED. Oh, I got it. Whew. Go Gadget Army, right? Am I right? America. All right. Tomorrow's Christmas. Tomorrow's a great day. And like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on regularly scheduled programming from ADHD Whiskey coming up immediately. I've got some bottles to review. I've got this tar bottle, got American Highway, the Pursuit Series Rye, this Blue Run. I've got Discovery 6 to review, the 15-year Knob Creek that just came out. I've got so much stuff to review and so little time. So full speed ahead. I love you guys so much. Thank you, everybody, for an amazing year. Thank you so much for being here every friggin' Friday. I love you so much. Like, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Seeing this many people in chat on friggin' Christmas Eve makes me so happy. And thank you. Honestly, thank you. See you next Friday. Have a great day tomorrow. It is Christmas time in the city, even if you don't live there. Love you so much. Have a great night. milk and cookies, carrots, and when I wake up in the morning, if you're a Patreon member, I'm doing a lens. I'm going to walk over to that door. I'm going to push the garage door opener, and I'm going to look here. And I'm pretty sure that Santa Claus will have delivered me a very good boy, a brand new Jeep Trackhawk. And if that garage door opens and there's a Trackhawk in the driveway, then it's just proof that I was such a good boy this year. If I open the garage door and Santa Claus did not deliver me a Jeep Trackhawk, then there's always next year. But until then, weep, weep. Jeep Trackhawk. I'm going to get one eventually. Love you guys. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. And see you